Hey, what's up, guys? It's Thorrior the Warrior, and I'm back with another Warrior Guide episode for you. And this guide, while extremely useful for warriors, is pretty much useful for any class, and I would believe it's essential to apply what you learn in this guide to any class you want to play in the future. This guide is about communication and the importance of communication, and I'm going to go into detail on why it is important to communicate and the risks of not communicating, and show you examples of where communication can lead to ultimate wins in Arena, or even Reddit Battlegrounds. Alright, so let's start with the importance of communication here. Communication increases you and your team's overall awareness. It's basically just the culture of the game you're playing. If you're calling things out, your teammates are going to know what's happening, and because they know what's happening, they'll just get used to seeing those things happening, and the more that you play with your teammates and communicate with them, the more they'll get a feel for what's happening around them. Communication gives your teammates its incentive to care, because caring is pretty much contagious, and if you care about the match that you're in and show that your teammates that you care, they will more often than not reciprocate that. Communication causes far more offensive pressure. Calling out when you burn your cooldowns and when to burst is just huge, and that can lead to kills and obvious wins. Communicating prevents overlap, both offensively and defensively. If you're not communicating, overlap happens all the time, and by overlap I mean on offense, like interrupting, like using a pummel with a counterspell, or using two counterspells if you're a caster cleave. And defensively, I mean defensive cooldowns. And if you're not calling out your cooldowns, you're really not going to be able to be efficient with your usage. So that's extremely important. And perhaps most important of all, communication makes swaps much more potent and can lead to burst kills. And without communication, swaps can be really, really sloppy unless you're playing with teammates that you've played with for literally years, and that is extremely rare these days. So that is the importance of communication. Alright, now that we've gone over the benefits of communicating, let's go over the risks of not communicating. Some people think it's okay to queue Arena without any sort of communication, like Skype or event or anything, and that's fine if you're trying to be casual. But if you're trying to be competitive or climb the ladder or even go for Gladiator, I look at communication as an absolute necessity. So basically, if you're not communicating, it can lead to completely sloppy overall play. Poor swaps, poor coordination overall, tons of overlap. The swaps are far less effective, and sometimes you'll actually swap and your teammate won't even notice that you're swapping, and you'll split damage. And split damage can work in Cataclysm, but it needs to be done perfectly, and even that without communication won't work. Teammates are liable to lose interest in your team if you're not showing them that you actually care enough to set up communication and communicate with your teammates. So that's another reason why you should be communicating, and you could lose your teammates just over the fact that you aren't communicating. And it just really gives the impression that you don't care if you're not communicating. And not communicating will guaranteed ultimately make you lose more frequently. Pretty much no matter what, even if you play with your teammates for a long time, there's nothing that can hurt about communication. So I can't stress enough how important it is. Definitely utilize communication, and I'm going to show you some footage here where communication is absolutely key. Alright, in this match we're facing a jungle cleave, and we are kitty cleave, and we forced the hunter to burn a deterrence already, and I'm going to tell my feral that I'm going to burn Recklessness in a short bit as soon as my throwdown comes up, and this signals my feral druid to burn Berserking to get feral bleeds up. And this eventually leads to a kill, all because he knew that I was going to burn my offensive cooldowns in a very short time period. And you will see the result in just a moment.
Preventing my cyclones. Yeah.
When I have Throwdown up, I'm gonna burn Wreck.
Yep, I'm berserking right now for pressure.
Silence right now.
Okay. I need freedom if you have it.
I got cycloned. I cycloned the shaman full.
Okay, I'm gonna throw down in just a second.
There's freedom right here.
About to throw down and wreck. I'm maimed.
I'm trapped.
Throwing down, wrecking.
Alright, nice.
Wreck storming. He's gonna have to deterrence, he has to. There it is. Swap Feral for now. Feral for now.
I think he's dead.
Feral's dead.
Yep.
Wow. Holy shit. Now this is an example of synergy. My hunter can dispel shot off buffs off of our enemies. And we're going to be facing a priest team, and the priest puts his fear ward on the feral. My hunter informs me that he takes the fear ward off, and I'm able to land a fear onto the feral, and that tiny little break of damage from the feral gives us a huge pressure advantage, and the opposing team is never able to recover from this. So you'll see how big of a deal it makes and how quickly we're able to land a kill because of the immense pressure that we gain from that simple thing.
I don't think we've ever done bad. I played with him, so. RMP.
No, Pearl. FMP.
Okay. Mage, probably?
Yeah, it's
FMP. In combat right now. Mage is right here.
No, but...
He dumped me already. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get you out right. I can't even get you out, man. I'm one sec.
On edge.
It's gonna fear me right here, maybe. I might trinket that, so.
Clone full.
Sounds mage. He stole my first.
Okay.
There's no field on the guy. If you want to.
Gonna hodge him right there. I hodge that guy.
Did my fear. There's block.
I'm feared right now, trinketing that.
Hitting priest thing. Okay, going back mage.
Blanket CS here.
My poem.
Trying to field this druid.
No.
Here's freedom right here.
Sounds please.
Canceling freedom. Throw down mage.
Popping
rack.
I'm shooting this man.
In this match, we're facing a rushdown comp, TSG, which is Warrior, Death Knight, Paladin. And my Paladin gets strangulated, and immediately my Paladin communicates to me very well that he is not going to trinket his strangulate. So this signals to me, because they're on me at the moment, that I need to burn a cooldown to survive that burst that they're bringing. So I tell him that it's fine to not trinket, and that I burn my Enraged Regeneration, and I end up being totally fine, and it immediately gives us the pressure advantage, and we end up winning.
TSG.
Okay, going
Good
on.
DK.
Yep.
Yeah.
You already pillar for us.
Do my fear.
I'm sorry, I'm strangulated right now. I'm not trinketing this.
That's fine. Burning my heal.
I'm throwing down here.
He hodged me.
Threw down the DK.
Right here.
He burned Icebound. I can't stop that.
No.
It's Aura Mastery.
Should break right here. My warrior fear should
Last
break.
down.
Yeah, okay.
Burning my retail equip.
Giving you freedom, you got freedom.
Okay.
I'm blooding Pally.
I'm burning wreck. Actually, I can't.
Go ahead, Hero.
Now here's a rated battleground clip where communication is pretty key and completely changes the scope of the battle. My role right here is to target call, and in a few moments when I unpause, I'm going to notice that their warrior burns Recklessness and Blade Storms. I'm going to immediately call for us to go on to him, but we don't kill him immediately, and I pretty much just wait till his cooldowns are done, and then we switch back to him and kill him in mere seconds, and it completely sways the battle in our favor immediately.
Dog's gonna die. He bubbled.
Get on Esoteric. Okay, swap to Netware. Okay, swap back to Esoteric. Get on, obviously, KK. Swap summon Doc. Get on, Gorgon it. Alright, so this is an example of one of my teammates telling me to do a swap, and basically we catch the shaman out of position, and we make a completely hard swap to him with deep freeze, and I burn my recklessness, and because of the communication and the quick swap, we're able to generate immediate pressure. We bring them down to about 30%, and they're forced to use BOP, and they're just unable to recover eventually because of it, and we end up winning the match due to this very scenario.
I don't have the rage. Ready? Let's go
Yeah, sure. On him. Wrecking.
I'm stunned. Their CC is gonna come back up soon.
There's Bob.
Taking that Bob. I got it.
Okay.
It's mine. Free casting.
Yeah, dude. Take that, Bob.
Gosh, what impressive play by Seth.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned a few things about communication, and apply that in your own scenarios, and I'm certain that you will see a improvement in your ability to win in the arenas and even in rated battlegrounds. If you did enjoy the video, please remember to plus skill, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, whatever, if you want to say hi in the comment box below, feel free to do it, and I'll reply as soon as I possibly can, and I will see you guys next time.